2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A tremendous night here in downtown San Antonio, Texas. Not too far from our location tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson, the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce. And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. Taking a look at Houston, they're still the top team in this league, sitting at number 1.
Well, I think for San Antonio, they really came out swinging this year, putting to rest all of the doubts about their abilities. Now we'll see if they can maintain that energy.
Before we get going here, we have time for a pregame courtside report. Allie LaForce, it's all yours.
VA Christian Wood went undrafted in 2015. He said lots of those guys who were drafted ahead of me aren't in the league anymore. I've been to China, I've been cut, I've been told I wasn't good enough, but I'm still here, and I haven't reached my goal. I want to be an all-star. I feel like I can be one of the top players in the league.
Thanks, Allie. Hey, no shortage of experience on either side tonight. Chris, coming into the league, what were some of the lessons you learned from the vets you played with?
I mean, there were so many lessons my vets taught me, but I think one of the biggest is that it's a marathon. And when it's a marathon, you got to keep your emotions in check, stay steady, not let a win get you 2 up, don't let a loss get you 2 down. Keep those blinders on.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. MP is out there with Christian Wood. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Then there's John Wall. And it's Mr. Incredible in at the 2 spot. And for the Spurs, Murray and White in the backcourt. Keldon Johnson out there with Draymond Green. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 5, down low. Johnson finds Green. Now Johnson. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, guarded by Wood. And it's Mr. Fundamentals missing. To the paint. And Wood with the basket on the assist by Wall.
That was just a great setup by Wall. I mean, he used his vision, found the open man.
And Wall really helps you across the board.
He fills up the stat sheet at both ends, but he also has that presence, that it factor. Whether winning or losing, his confidence never wanes.
First team foul.
Green with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Wall. Against Minnesota, he was really on his game. On offense, here are the Spurs. 4-point game. Got a piece of it. Here's Wood. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wood's got his second bucket of the night.
Watch how Wood uses his body. I mean, pushing past the contact and to the shot.
Pass to Johnson. And here's Murray, out to the right wing. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Wall. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Tate passes to Wall. 18 feet out, down to 5 on the shot clock. MP, that one's good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Murray against Wall, and as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
Substitution for the Rockets.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Gordon. And so far, he's averaging 7 points a game. And he gets the bucket.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. No good, off the front rim. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Here's Green. And again, it's Houston.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And it's San Antonio's ball. They trail by 9. Stripped it away. Outside Nwaba. Lets it go from deep. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
"16 seconds left in the opening quarter. Gordon against Johnson. Here's Şengün. Oh, what a finish in traffic! My goodness!
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Rocket substitution. DJ Augustine.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We'll be back in a moment. And no question, John Wall at his best attacking the rim. But he said when his shot is falling, it's a whole different ballgame.
When my jump shot's going, it opens up the floor so much more for me and my teammates and giving those guys open looks. And it's just the hard work I put in and these guys trusting and believing me of being able to knock down open shots.
And Grant, over his career, Wall, frankly, hasn't been the most efficient scorer.
Yeah, he really hasn't. I mean, a tremendous playmaker, but his jump shot is pivotal. If he gets that dialed in, it could really help his game.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
They're showing a lot of energy in the open court here in the first half, pushing it every chance they get and racking up those points on the break.
You know what else, guys? Defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight and turn them into points.
Murray and White in the backcourt. Green out there with Johnson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 5. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And they get it back. And Tate gets it to go. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Well, here we are in mid-season now, Grant. How do players mentally cope with the grind of an NBA season?
That's a good question, B.A. I mean, you have to find ways to take your mind off of things as a team. Having outlets helps distract you. It's so important for players as they endure the lengthy season.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets.
Shooting one.
Man, so many young players now on their phones. Chris, they're connected to their fans and loved ones through social media. Some worry about how that affects team chemistry. How about you?
Well, every guy's different. I never thought that it's one rule or one way for everyone. You have to let people be themselves. And usually guys will flourish positively when they're in a great space. And Kareem's going to rise to the top. We've heard of guys like Giannis swear off social media. Others we know, they probably look at their phones during halftime. It's just case by case.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. Back to Wall. Releases. And it's Houston scoring again.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Wall against Murray. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. Outside Murray. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. With the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Green. Outside Nwaba. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Fires for three. Another three from Houston.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Wood grabs the board. Here's Mr. Incredible. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Rockets on top, up by 16. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks. I'm here with Coach Popovich. And, Pop, I know you're not happy with the first half. They've taken the fight to you thus far. How do you take it back?
Yeah, they've been the aggressive team. I think we played really soft. So far, really pathetic defensive performance.
Coach, hopefully more toughness from your team in the second half. Thanks.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Houston holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They're leading by 16. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
The shooting percentage they allowed was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into the students. You need to take some pride on the other end and just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Houston has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. So the Houston 5 right now. MP is out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then there's John Wall. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's Mr. Incredible in at the shooting guard position.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Down low. Mr. Incredible. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
And stolen by Wood. Here's MP. And the layup is good. MP's gotten his third basket of the night.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half. BA, one thing Wood really knows how to do is rebound. 7'2" wings, man. He goes all out every play. You give him the minutes, he'll average double digits. He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
And the Rockets call time here. Head coach loves how Wood attacks the offensive glass, extending possessions.
Well, BA, all you have to do is look at Wood's shot chart. I mean, he gets a lot of putback tip-ins and dunks. I mean, he plays like a guy who's had to work for everything he's got.
And Tice with the bucket. The assist from Wall. And the Rockets lead by 20.
Great move by Tice. Look, I mean, he's challenged every night, usually by bigger 4s and 5s, but he holds his own.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
That's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And the Rockets making a change here. Duaba's checked in. Well, Grant, does it seem like teams are carrying fewer specialists than they used to?
You know, BA, I actually think there's more specialists. I mean, think about it. You have certain players who can do everything, who are versatile, who can carry a team. But then you surround them and complement them with guys who can knock down open jump shots. So I actually think you have more specialists, a lot of them being shooters who can space the floor for their ball club. Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
At the line for your Spurs, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Green is checked in. Good on both.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Gordon on the take. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Talk about checking the ego at the door. Last year, Gordon shuttled between the starting lineup and the bench. Some guys were sold.
Free throw good from Gordon. And with the multi-dimensional role, it seemed like Gordon just became more efficient.
His shooting percentage was up. Yeah, he seemed to be enjoying the challenge, and maybe that sharpened his focus.
Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Gordon outside, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Hey, that's just their first turnover. Overall, they've done a great job taking care of the ball.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, I think playmaking has always been in Gordon's DNA. He loves to score, don't get me wrong. He also loves to share.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And he's got 28 now.
Well, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Green finds Gordon. Now Nwaba. Here's Tice. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
His first personal foul. At the line for the Rockets, Daniel Tice. At the line for one.
And the free throw, no good.
So Daniel Tice, he had kind of a delayed arrival in the NBA between playing abroad and early injury struggles. I mean, he's proven to be a real asset to his team.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for San Antonio, taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Rockets making a change here. And so he makes both from the line.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
He gets it off. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Houston, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Murray and White in the backcourt. Keldon Johnson out there with Draymond Green. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Well, you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
One of the more improved players over the last few years, Murray has thrived in his high-usage role. You just wonder how good can this kid become.
MP is checked in for Green. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, here's the summary of what Stephen Silas went over with his team during the break. He spoke about their approach going forward. He believes that this is a mental battle. He told his players how we think about each possession will determine the outcome. Let's stay locked in.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And it's really incredible the number of ways Murray can affect a game.
I mean, I totally agree, B.A. I mean, he creates for himself and others. One of the best rebounders in the league at his position. And boy, is he disruptive on defense.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Murray. Inside. Mr. Fundamental shot is good. He's got 34.
And he's just not going to give up. I mean, if he has to do it all by himself, that's what he's going to do.
Pass to MP from the arc. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 5 assists in the game. A challenging stretch here for San Antonio.
2 minutes.
Oh, stolen by Tate. Back comes Houston in transition. And the basket by Wood. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
Their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure hustle.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. It's stolen by MP.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Rockets.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
First personal foul.
The NBA has a major presence in Africa now, and you were a big part of making that happen, Grant.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. And to work with the NBA and strategic investors over on the continent in Africa, it's not just a great investment, but you're also doing the right thing, spreading the game, sharing the game, and giving people on the continent the joy that basketball brings to everyone.
For San Antonio, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Mr. Fundamentals. Soft touch off the glass.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Outside Augustine. And he banks in the layup.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
Nwaba, he's checked in for the Rockets.
One shot.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Rockets lead by 21. Here's Mr. Fundamental. Another one falls. Amazing.
Once again, he's hit the 40-point mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into third all-time for most 40-point games in a single season. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Tice defending. Mr. Fundamentals shot is good.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
And here's Augustine. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. So long, everybody.